explain what's happening with Taylor.
Well, they started out the race with
Problems, right? We've got problems on the racetrack. The 17 of Timothy Peters into the inside wall.
Remember, he was that group of 4 trucks that we were watching.
See if we get it started.
With Ryan Newman and the 16 of Brian Scott.
Under Brian Scott, looks like it sucked the air off of him.
Yeah, so many times. Gets down in the corner pretty good. Then he bottoms out. Watch, he has to chase it up the hill. Now he gets really close, and that's when you really lose that air. And there he just lost the air off that rear spoiler, and around he went. Pretty significant contact with the inside wall.
For most of that corner, he thought he was okay. You know, he got down on the inside. It made a pretty good turn through the center, but as it exited, it washed up, got right next to the 16 of Brian Scott. He couldn't hold on to it.
If he could have maintained that several feet in between he and Brian Scott, he probably would have been okay. But once he got out next to Brian Scott, then all the downforce went off the back of that truck.
Unfortunate for Timothy Peters. Our first caution of the night has come out. Point green flag back in the air. It's Chad McCumbee leading the field to the green.
Great restart by Rick Crawford. He dove down on the inside of the 6 truck of Colin Brown. Can he hold it down there?
You know, he held it wide open when he went down through there, through one and two.
He's not going to clear him. He won't be able to do that in turn 3.
Getting up to speed. Everyone going down the back stretch. Colin Brown able to hold on to that second spot. Now teammates side by side. That's James Busher on the outside of Rick Crawford. Here's 2 and 3 wide just behind him, coming out of 4.
Oh,
Taylor Mawson was completely sideways and spinning through the grass.
And back out onto the racetrack in front of a few trucks.
Oh, Skinner gets clobbered. Skinner gets hit hard down into turn 1.
On his side is Mike Skinner, back on the wheels now. He got hit very hard.
He was
I'm okay.
He got turned around after Mawson spun off 4. I just happened to be watching it. He was sliding backwards, went up in the middle of the racetrack and got clobbered from behind. But we heard him say he's all right.
Action lights are going to come on, I believe, when Taylor Mawson gets sideways.
There's Skinner up ahead.
Down on the inside of the 13 of Johnny Sauter.
Oh, Sauter pinches him a little bit low.
Pinches him into the grass. Now watch this.
There's a white truck that clobbers him. Watch this.
Right there.
Very hard hit. Got completely underneath that 5.
Hard hit. Is that TJ Bell?
I believe
in the 11 truck?
I believe it is.
Take another look. There, Skinner was in the grass. Now you see the caution light come on.
See the roof flap goes up, and then TJ Bell. Ooh, wow.
He had no idea. TJ Bell had no idea that 5 was coming up the racetrack.
No, he couldn't. Even if he had it, there wasn't anywhere he could have went.
Nothing he could have done. This is real time. The 5 truck on the inside. Skinner gets sideways.
Just jumps around with him. You can see he's got his wheels cut to the right, trying to save it from it spinning, and he never got them turned back to the left. And when it got straightened up, you know, it didn't have any way else to go except for into that outside wall.
A hard hit by Mike Skinner into the wall, and it was so comforting to hear him say, "I'm okay."
See, Johnny Sauter had Matt Crafton above him. He moved down to give Matt a little bit more room and then squeezed Mike Skinner down into the grass.
I just can't. I'm just so happy Mike's okay. Look at that. That's terrible.
That's an unbelievable accident. I tell you what, that shot we just saw, there was a cameraman right next to the catch fence when Skinner got up into it.
Look at all this camera work the speed crew's doing. I mean, these shots are incredible. Watch this impact. Look how close the cameraman has this 5 truck zeroed in, and look at TJ Bell. Wham!
Wow, that is incredible.
Great camera work to capture that action.
Look at all the debris flying everywhere. A spring bouncing across down the racetrack on the outside.
What an unbelievable ride Mike Skinner just had.
Every now and then, as a race car driver, you're in a wreck, and you just it was unavoidable. And I don't think TJ Bell had a prayer.
No.
It happened so fast. I don't think he had a prayer of making any call. Look at TJ just ahead there in that white truck.
Ironically, TJ made contact with Taylor Mawson to start that incident.
Easy. Can't help you a lot there. Go down. Go down. Come on back up. Come on up. Good job, buddy. Real good.
11 of TJ Bell.
Well, TJ Bell runs into the side of the 81 of Taylor Mawson. Must have got a little loose up under Taylor, spun him, But that didn't have anything to do with what happened to Skinner. Look at Jason White. He was all over the back of Kyle Busch.
I think he spun to avoid running into the back of Kyle Busch.
Did a great job of never getting it going the wrong direction.
Well, all that was happening behind.
There's Taylor Malsom spinning to the grass. And there's Skinner just going under our camera.
Taylor makes some more contact with the
Brian Newman coming.
Problems on the racetrack.
Colin Brown is going to come
into the wall. The 16 of Brian Scott as well. Colin Brown continuing to careen off the inside wall. He was your race leader, and it looks as though he has problems, gets sent to the outside wall, and that brings our third caution out of the night.
And what a
trying to get around the 16. It looks like he's moving to the inside, and that's Kyle Busch. Got into the back of him.
He didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, Kyle Busch absolutely got into the rear of that truck and turned him into the outside wall, and then Colin came down and careened into the inside wall. Brian Scott was an innocent victim there as well.
I mean, Kyle just thought that he was going to get in behind the 6, and he totally ran into the right rear quarter of him and crashed him.
What a horrible break for Colin Brown. Here's Kyle Busch. He's trying to go around the outside. Colin Brown stays to the inside to move by Brian Scott. You see his nose on the inside of the 16 truck, so there's no way that Colin was up too high. No. And Kyle just ran into his right rear corner and turned him into the wall.
And you know, Colin Brown was so frustrated there. He's had a tough season. And
Johnny moves over. Remember, Johnny Script 3 wide here.
Take a look at this. David Gilliland again on the tail end. Sideways. Goes around. He was your race leader, and into the wall he goes.
Back down through traffic. I hope everybody can dodge him.
Still coming. They're still
coming. So close.
The second race in a row that Todd has trouble, spins on the inside of another truck. Same thing happened to him at Kansas last time out. Now Matt Crafton's going to make it 3 wide. Nothing wrong with that. You see he's down on the bottom.
And he even gave him the corner. He let off, and Todd went ahead and dove in the corner. And when he turned left, hard late there, Phil, there just wasn't any air on the right side of that truck. And watch this red truck. Oh, so close. That's Chris
Jones, I believe, in the 87, did a nice job avoiding him. Here's another view. You see Todd, Matt Crafton backs off. Todd's going to get loose and wiggle, and then he chases it up the hill. The closer he gets to the 7 of David Gilliland, the less air he has on the rear spoiler, and around he goes.
And anybody in this field, including Todd Bodine, would have did what Matt Crafton did. Don't blame Matt Crafton for that, right? He had a good run. He just shot down on the inside, and then he even backed off a little bit early and said, okay, you have the corner. You beat me there. So Matt didn't do anything wrong. Todd's truck just got away from him.
Yeah, and Todd looked as though he was trying to stay away from the 7 of Gilliland, too. He could have went up the racetrack and made contact with Gilliland to save his truck, but he stayed out of that truck, and that got him spun around.
He just drove on down in the corner.
Everywhere. Come on. Dig. Great job. Come on. Keep digging. Caution.
So the 4th caution of the night. Ron Hornaday out in front. Kyle Busch is caught back up to the 2nd position. And remember, he was running 2nd when Colin Brown was leading this race, and he got into the back of Colin Brown. Let's hear from Colin.
Well, he is out of the infield care center. That's the good news. The truck looks pretty used up. Your thoughts about what happened on the racetrack?
Well, you know, it's just disappointing, I guess, is the best way to put it. All these guys on my team put so much work into these trucks. I mean, all the hours back at the shop to get this truck ready to come race here, and you know, it's disappointing that something like that happens, but you know.
If you get a set of tires like Ron Hornaday got, maybe it isn't so bad to come in and get 4 right now, huh, Phil?
That's right. James on the inside of David Starr. Looks like he may have touched the apron there, slid up the racetrack, and again, same situation. He got close to the 24 of David Starr, just lost the air off that rear spoiler.
I think he got a little shallow into the turn, Phil.
Drove in a little too straight.
He hit the apron a little bit, clipped the apron. You can see the truck bottom out a little bit.
Spin in front of you.
Spin in front of you.
Spin in front of you.
One of them's passing.
I'm going to let you go on that one.
There's the white flag. Just has to survive this lap, and he's got the victory.
1.5 miles remaining for Ron Hornaday. See if he can make it back into victory lane.
My point was, they had him a lap down at one point, Rick. They had that 33 truck a lap down. He came back from that, made his lap up, and now sitting there leading the race late in the going.
Last year, October, Texas, the last time Ron Hornaday was in victory lane. He's going to take the Longhorn Chevy Silverado back to victory lane at Lowe's Motor Speedway.